Welcome to this episode of DIY3DTech.com. In this episode, we're going to take a look at using the vinyl cutter to create some stickers to basically brand our DIY projects, brand our channels, just make some cool stickers. So one of the things a long time ago, you might remember, I purchased a vinyl cutter. I really haven't had time to really work with it. However, I think it's a fantastic tool for, makers and hobbyists to have, especially if you're a YouTuber or, have some other type of craft operations, because one thing that you can do is create your own stickers basically on demand, and however you want to create them, you can create them in whatever colors you want. So one of the things that I did for my Videodrone channel, I took the logo, imported it into Inkscape, and did a bit trace on it and converted it to an EPS, and then took that into my vinyl cutting program and cut it out. And so here's the results. So one of the pieces I kind of want to do in this episode is, maybe you're new to vinyl cutters. Just kind of talk about it a little bit. They are not that expensive. They are definitely not hard, and they're a great additional tool for the maker community. Because one of the pieces that I want to do is be able to obviously brand my projects and for not only my YouTube videos, but if I want to sell them at a craft fair or whatever, this is an interesting addition. So with that, I want to talk a little bit about the process of vinyl cutting. So up in the corner, I'll run a little bit of a short video of cutting this out on the vinyl cutter. So this is the completed product here, basically, sort of completed product, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And this is the outcome of after the vinyl cutter. Now, one of the pieces you have to do is what's called weeding. Now, to weed, a couple different ways you can do it. I kind of like using, a dental pick tool, comes in handy, or an X-Acto knife will also work. So one half dozen of the other. The other piece is how do you actually weed? Because one of the pieces that we want to do is I'm going to pull up the corner here, and this is where the pick usually works in handy. Because when you go to weed, what you want to do is pull back instead of pulling up. You kind of want to roll it back like this, because you see, if you pull up, it's going to want to pull the material with it. So you simply pull it back and take the bulk of the material out, kind of scrunch it up. And then we now have the inside components. So what we kind of do is we kind of peel this up, and again, taking the dental pick, to kind of grasp it and pull up. Now again, we'll do very similar here. And when we pull it back, we will pull it back as flat as possible to make sure we don't pick it up. So all right, we have that done. And then for some of the finer details, this is where the X-Acto knife can come in handy, because to lift up the corners, and one of the things you need to be a little bit careful of, because especially if you have small detail, as you're pulling this back, you're going to want to make sure you hold the small detail like this, because the little prop blades here, you want to make sure that you hold those on. And then we'll just repeat this for each one of these. Okay, here we go. Here's our end product. So we've now got that weeded out. This was a rather simple weeding, and you can see kind of how easy it was, how quick, it just takes a couple minutes. And if you do this a lot, you get really quick at it. Now what I'm going to do is just kind of to cut this paper down to size a little bit, like I've done the other one with the scissors, and just make it a little bit more compact. And there we go. So move this waste off to the side. Now, one of the things you'll notice is that the sticky side is down. So how do you stick this on something if the sticky side is down? Well, that's where this stuff comes in. This is transfer tape. And this is one of the reasons that I cut this down a little bit, is I'm going to peel back some transfer tape about the width of my project. I'm just going to kind of measure this out a little bit. And I'm going to take my scissors and cut this. It's kind of a little bit difficult to do with the camera overhead, but you get the idea. All right. So with this, I am going to set this down. Now there's a couple different ways you can do this. There's no overly right or wrong way. What I want to do is, so I can kind of get both of these, I'm going to put this one right here. And now the sticky side of the transfer paper is up. And then I'm going to stick this second one down here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim off some of this paper. Now this isn't too high of tack paper, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this roller and I'm going to kind of roll it like this on the back side to really get good adhesion to that. Now I'm not pressing super hard. You don't want to go super crazy on this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these apart, and then boom, now I have two stickers. Now in the case of this, I want to attach one of these to a sun visor. So I've got this sun visor here. I'm going to make sure that this is cleaned off a bit here. In this case, I'm just using some high-grade alcohol to clean off the top of this cover with a clean paper towel. This should dry rather quickly, as you can kind of see. Sorry for bumping you guys a little bit. We'll let that dry up. So I know now that surface is clean, and that surface is pretty much dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on peeling this back. Now when I peel this back, I need to be careful that I get the sticker off the back. And this is one of the reasons you don't want to press too hard. One of the things you'll notice is I've still got a little sticky here, so I want to go on the front and kind of rub this to get this So see, now that I've done that, how it comes up. I was having a problem getting it to come up. Now I want to make sure before I pull it all the way off that I have it up. So now I've got my my logo like this. Now what I want to do is I want to center it on this kind of roughly. And I'm just going to do by eye. And now make sure to center this with regards to the object and not the tape itself. And that looks pretty good. I'll live with that. So now I'll press this down and I will kind of take this to kind of wheel it out. You can also use a squeegee. There's a number of different ways because you want it to really adhere to this, but you don't want the paper to adhere that much, because again the transfer is rather low tack, and you know, one of the things you notice is I try to stay away from the edges, but I can't get my fingernails underneath there, so I'm going to use the knife, the X-Acto knife, to pull it up. And again, just like with weeding, what you want to do is pull back as close to the surface as you see I'm doing here, because you don't want to lift up the vinyl with it. And there you go. So that is now done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, just for good measure, run this back across. Be very careful, especially if you're using a squeegee. A squeegee can lift this back up. I'm using this roller just to put pressure. So now I've got my logo on top of this visor. So again, you can take and basically adhere these to just about anything. So this is one of the things, I think vinyl cutting is probably one of the big unsung heroes of the DIY 3D maker community. You know, you might be sitting there saying, Joe, but okay, so how does this fit in with 3D printing or what have you? Well, think about it this way. One of the pieces that vinyl does is, especially if you heat it up, it will conform to a surface. So you could 3D print, if I don't flip this over, you could 3D print something out, and you notice how it has the striations and that kind of stuff in it. You could actually print a wrap in vinyl, wrap the 3D object with it, heat it up a little bit with a heat gun, and when it shrinks, it's going to kind of encapsulate the object. I don't know if you've ever seen, you know, cars that they've done in 3D or vinyl wraps and things like that. That's how it works. And so again, you can do the same thing with your various DIY projects. So whether it's branding or aesthetics or what have you, again, vinyl cutting is a real interesting addition to any repertoire of tool sets in this community. So I'll have links below to all this stuff, so if you're interested in it, you can pick it up. Again, I think I paid sub $200 for my vinyl cutter. Really nice size, can do smaller signs, things like that. Most of the stuff I'm going to be doing is about this size, maybe a little bit bigger, maybe some drone wraps, etc. But anyways, hopefully you found it interesting. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Swag Shop's going to be up over there, and we'll see you guys in the next video. So hopefully you found this interesting. If you did, let me know what you guys are thinking about for lunch, and we'll see you guys in the next video where we go fly or build something cool. Cheers.
Please click like below and subscribe to the channel.